1885.
1885, Marissa Brainy. Brings us a 3-piece silicone baking tool set. Now, you get the turner,
yes.
You get the spoonula, and you get the spatula.
Yes, that's right.
And I love that you've made a mac and cheese. Oh,
Doesn't
well,
that
I'm
look
told
gorgeous?
I have to do colors. I was distracted by the mac and cheese.
It does that to us, doesn't
I mean, it's cheesy and delicious, and I see more cheese there, too.
Let's add it, yeah.
All right, now, we have this for you in the crimson, or cornflower. We're going to go by what's on the screen. That's cornflower. Here's crimson. We have it in lavender. And finally, we have it in sage. That sage is a bright, bright green. It looks a little brighter on that screen than it does in person. A little more muted in person. Is this mac and cheese?
It is. Well, it's a one-pot pasta, right? And so this is a little creamy penne. And of course, we did add a lot of cheese. But what I want you to note is how this spoonula just pulls all of that cheese, all of that goodness away from the side, right? And then, look, it doubles as a serving mechanism because it has that little well to it. And so if we want to use this to spoon, oh my gosh, the cheese pull on this.
The cheese pull.
Like,
it's no joke.
Beautiful. But if we want to use it to spoon out a dish, we can do that as well because it has this little well to it. So I want to talk a little bit about how we designed these, David, because I think that that's what is so functional about each of these. So these are going to be the 3 tools that you reach for really the most in your kitchen. So of course the turner, we're going to use this to get under something like a cookie, like an egg, which we're going to do in a second. But these are a durable...
Or hash browns.
Yes, exactly. They're a durable nylon core, so really nice and sturdy, but then they're coated in silicone, and each of them have this flex edge to them. So it's really nice. This is very, very thin, as you'll notice. So that's what we do with each of these. So first you have the turner. The spoonula is my favorite name, but it's also one of the tools I use the most, which I just showed you, because you can serve in it, but it can also, you can also use it to get under stuff, to stir, and it has this little well to it. So that's a really nice feature. And then our spatula, again, nice and long, and that flex tip. It's also angled, so it's going to be perfect to get down into jars. So something like a peanut butter jar, you know, I have 3 little ones and I make a lot of these PB&Js.
I would imagine.
So this is going to be great to get what I call is the real estate that often gets unused, and that's like this upper lip of the jar, which is really hard to get into with the knife. This can go all the way around, and just with one turn, you're going to get quite a lot out onto this because of the way it's designed. So it's perfect for things like this, also icing a cake, icing cookies, really beautiful.
Now, sage and cornflower are very, very popular. I use the sage turner to work on your hash browns over here.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want them to get too done. It is important to maybe get those eggs out before too much longer.
Let's do it.
This is very, very popular. We are very busy, and with something like this, tools are very important, but we don't tend to buy new tools.
That's right, yeah.
We get them either bequeathed to us or we just end up with hand-me-downs, right?
And it's a perfect time to upgrade and give yourself something that you know has been tested by the Good Housekeeping Institute. And you mentioned our first issue in 1885. All of the products we bring you here on QVC have earned the Good Housekeeping seal. That means when we say that durable nylon core and that flex edge, that has been tested at the Good Housekeeping Institute. And you've been there, David. You know what goes into that testing.
Well, I mean, there are chemists there.
Yeah.
There are chefs. There are home cooks. Everybody.
That's right.
So if and for the longest time, Good Housekeeping was testing other people's products. And then they decided, why are we testing other people's products when we can just make our own?
That's right, yeah.
And they did. So they made their own line of great products. And this is clearance price now. These utensils become very, very useful in any kitchen. Just choose the color that works best in your kitchen. Many of you are downsizing and you're wanting to get rid of old utensils, maybe donate them.
Right.
And replace them with something that you will use every single day. And when it comes time to clean them, you pop them in the top rack of your dishwasher. That's because you got silicone coating on the outside.
That's right.
And you got that nylon core on the inside, and water will never, ever meet that nylon core.
That's right. And you know that these are silicone, which means you're going to be able to use these on any type of cooking vessel. And that's important too, because you want to really take care of your nonstick, right? We want to make sure that we're not scratching it or damaging it in any
Right.
way. So a silicone tool is really going to be perfect because it's versatile. You can use it to bake. It's heat safe up to 450 degrees as well. So you can use it right on the pan, which I think is important for people to know.
Yeah, this is something very, very special. And a lot of you are looking at this and saying, wow, I want to make this a part of my regular repertoire in my kitchen.
Yeah.
Because you know what? So many people, and I'm reading on the news, that so many people are finding that their kids have graduated college and have left home. And now mom and dad are bumping into each other in this great big house.
That's right.
And they need to downsize. So they're selling the big houses and they're moving into smaller homes.
Yeah.
This is ideal because now you can take all those tools that maybe you had in the larger home, donate them,
Right.
and replace them with these.
With something
and get
that-
them at the great clearance price.
Yeah, with something that you know you're going to have this set of 3 and have everything you need in this set, because these are the things that you use the most in the kitchen, right? We all need a great spatula. We all need a great spoonula. You may have never heard the word spoonula before, but now you know it. You're going to love it. And it's because of the way that this is designed. And then, of course, the turner, which I use this every day in my kitchen. I don't know about you, but I'm making eggs every day. I'm flipping a piece of chicken. These are going to be the things
grilled
that you're
cheese
going to...
Sammy.
Absolutely. You're going to reach for these over and over and over again, which is why we bundled them together, tested them to make sure that they were what they say they're going to do, and brought them to you here at QVC.
Now we have color choices. We have these in cornflower. We have them in crimson. We also have lavender and sage, and at a clearance price of $14.99 for all 3,
Wow.
Miss Marissa.
That's great.
This is a great, great price and a good time for you to be shopping because you know what? It's the 17th day of May. It's time.
Yeah.
And if you're already downsizing or in the process of moving
Yeah.
and you're packing, wouldn't it be great to take a lot of those items and just take them right over to the consignment shop
Donate them.
and donate them?
Absolutely.
And then replace it with things you know you're going to be using on a regular basis.
Yeah.
You're coming back, yes?
I am. I'll be back in a little bit
All
with
right.
our pan. So
Thank you so much.
see you then.
Nice
Okay,
to
David.
see you as
nice
always.
to see you.
Now here's a look at that pan.